Absolutely crashing. Can you guys hear me? Wow, what's going on now? This is insane. Mm-mm-mm. Uh, I mean, what? Yeah, I mean, I kind of predicted this. Not predicted, but like expected this. I don't think my camera is sharp still. All right, it's better. No, I kind of expected this. If I'm being honest. Um, After I saw the data coming in today, let's have a look. But right now, why is the market crashing right now? Because what? What? Like, come on. Like, literally, okay, I could have gotten it where, okay, people were getting bearish because of Jerome Powell maybe saying, okay, yeah, we're maybe gonna cut rates. And then probabilities were shifting. Probabilities have been shifting to no rate cuts. But right now, it's like the odds are shifting so much towards rate cuts back again, and the market isn't even bouncing back. Like, what is then the real reason why we have seen this dump? It's not because people have been becoming fearful because of rate cuts, isn't it? It's because of something else, right? But I just can't find it. It makes no sense. I just think because this is the thing why I'm looking for it because of Trump. This is the thing why I'm looking for it. It's because after the data that we've got, well, it is looking very good. Algorithmic manipulation with narratives. I don't know, but the data was looking pretty good, and I was like, okay, so can we bounce now? Because probability started to shift to a rate cut. That is what the market wanted, right? And the market pretty much is sold off because we are not gonna see this rate cut. The market was thinking, and right now we're back at seeing a rate cut, and we're pretty much dumping. See me gap. Well, we already kind of feel it, not 100% completely, but and is it really only Ethereum dumping? Is Bitcoin holding up? Oh, Bitcoin is also dumping here. Mm. Bitcoin is overbought, 96k soon. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I mean, I've just been opening up a few extra additional positions. I've been adding a bit. You can see all the trades over here. So this is what I've been doing. I've been buying some more. I think this is going to be a perfect opportunity, and I'll go on a rant fairly soon. But get over some real alpha. But right now I'm just looking at it like. Why are we really dumping further? Is it because of the CME gap? Because we're like in a downtrend already, that it's just very easy? Is it because I mean, maybe another bear trap? It could be possible, you know. Is it because of US Open? It's because of US Open, no? Mm. Too many people talking about 140k Bitcoin, that's why. But right now, everybody is bearish. No, right now everybody is bearish. You let the market crash? I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe market makers again doing their work. 112k? Yeah, maybe. Why is altcoin going into chaos? Well, yeah, it's like we're still dumping. People are shorting altcoins like crazy. And I think that's actually going to be a super bullish thing because, yeah, whenever people are shorting altcoins like crazy, in the short term, obviously, prices are going to fall. But in the long term, it's only going to cause a massive short squeeze. We've got a super chat from Jordan. Can you look at XDC for me? Nobody makes videos on XDC. Yeah, let's start off with XDC, and then let's do the market analysis. My man, thank you for the donation, $10 US. Now I can buy a coffee again. Let's go. Because it's bear market vibes again, huh? No, but XCC, it's holding up very well. That's at least a very good thing. However, it's an OG coin, like you can see. I charted it a little bit back in the day. It was like a long time ago. It's really like OG coin. However, any technical analysis that you can do on this chart, let's have a look. Maybe the log scale. You know, one thing I would say is it's got momentum to the upside, and I never fade momentum. If something is showing momentum, and if something is holding up strong right now, like it is at this moment, well, definitely, I think at the next rally, it can definitely go even higher. That's the thing I will say for sure. I'm never fading momentum. I'm always betting on the winning horses. And whenever you've got a winning horse like over here, holding up strong, well, I don't want to fade that. That's the first thing. I don't know what fundamentally has been happening, why it's performing so strong, or I did see something like a Binance US listing was incoming, so maybe that could be one of the reasons why, but definitely this is a good signal that the trend is your friend. The trend is definitely bullish, and you want to be having a look into some continuations. Now, clear levels, I'm not really sure about clear levels. I would say maybe you've got a clear level over here from this point high and over here, where currently you're trying to be breaking above of. I wouldn't say you've broken above it completely yet, okay, because you're still getting kind of a rejection from this level over here, but because you're holding up so well while the markets are crashing, I definitely do see the opportunity of breaking above. And if you break above it, well, it is just going to be a higher low structure over here, right? Because you've created then a higher low, and it's going to be an uptrend structure. You've created a high, an higher low, and the inevitable thing, if breaking above this resistance, is just going to be to make another high. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be possible with the market valuation, if the market cap would be able to reach that, if the fundamentals align with it being more overvalued like that. Because right now, what's the market cap? Is it over here in the top 100? Yeah, 81. So market cap is 1.5 billion. Yeah, it could easily double. Like I'm not even sure for the fundamentals, but like 1.5 billion, everything can go overvalued to like 3 billion. Everything can, even a shitty meme coin. Of course, it can. And I would say do not fade the momentum. Anyways, let's have a look, first of all, in Bitcoin. And ETH is dumping, New York opening. Yeah, we've got the New York opening. Prices are instantly starting to fall again. So that's pretty interesting. However, let's have a look into Bitcoin first. I think first of all, we are hitting a massive level of support. That is the first thing we need to realize, okay? Massive level of support over here. I'm just going to be adding all of the facts together. Then we've got a break to the downside here, obviously, right? Then we've got an inverse head and shoulders breakout to the upside. So the trend is definitely bullish. On top of that, we've got this level of resistance turning into support. Finally, clearly, multi-year level of resistance turning into support over here. Clearly, we have gotten a rejection from this Fibonacci level of resistance. However, I would definitely say that this is looking pretty good on a 2-week, 1-week time frame. I mean, just some consolidation, right? It's exactly what we want to see. Now let's move on, because yes, I can also see some people saying, okay, CME gap got filled. The S&P dropped massively. I'm not sure why though, because the probabilities of a rate cut have been getting readjusted. Let's have a look into that in a minute. But CME gap got filled. Let's have a look. I do think so. It just has a 15-minute delay out of my head. I don't know it exactly, but I think it had a 15-minute delay. But I don't know exactly once again. So yeah, this CME gap looks to be getting filled up because we have just printed another low. So that's good. Please enable auto subtitles. Where can I enable that? I'll have a look into it after the stream. Anyway, about the CME gap. First, I've been saying here, oh, it's not gonna get filled because we've got a lot of momentum to the upside. Then I was saying, okay, yeah, I don't think it's gonna get filled, but if it does, well, it's gonna be a good opportunity. Then yesterday and the day before, I've been saying, okay, yeah, we could be filling up that gap actually. I definitely do think that the scenario is there, and if it will happen, I'm gonna accumulate massively. It's gonna be a big trap, and look where we are right now. We've pretty much filled up that gap. I do think with this delay, we are about to fill it up completely. And look where we are at right now. And right now, people are panicking. I'm not going to be panicking myself. I've been saying it. Okay, if we're going to fill up the gap, we're going to reach massive previous resistance, turn it into support, and I will only be buying. I'm not going to be panicking. I'm not going to be selling. And if we actually have a look into the data, well, the data is clearly telling us that the majority is panicking. Now, this morning, it was even crazier. Right now, the funding rates have been getting readjusted a bit, but Bitcoin funding rates are still below the neutral level. And let's do a deep dive on this. Because it's a live stream, we can afford to do some more deep dives and spend a little bit more time on it. Let's load up the Velo data chart and open up Bitcoin. And let's go on the daily time frame. And now add the aggregated funding rate. So like you can see, it still needs about a day or so to really correctly adjust the funding rates again back to the downside. But I think it is about to spike again to the negative section. It is literally about to spike to the negative section. Where have we seen it in the past? For example, during a dip like over here, at the exact bottom over here, while everybody was panicking, while everybody was fearful, right over here, we saw negative funding rates, and that marked the exact bottom. For example, also right over here, where also majority was panicking, and that marked the local bottom before really seeing that ultimate bottom, right? But we still got a little bit of a relief, a little bit of a bounce. Then another time was right over here, where we literally also saw this consolidation. We got negative funding rates, and boom. Okay, it marked that local bottom. We went all up from off that point. And right now, if we're going to be having a look into the funding rates, well, they're pretty much negative or neutral again. So that's looking very good. All of the time, whenever this has been happening over here already, it's been signaling a local bottom. And it's crazy to me because the Bitcoin price is literally trading at almost new all-time highs, and still the majority, the sentiment is very bad. Sentiment is extremely bad. At least for the retail people. Institutions just go ham. They just accumulate. And they don't care. They don't care, at all about any slight little thing. They just accumulate. But these retail traders, they are fearful all of the time at the bottoms. You can see at the slightest of the funding rate negative, like we always bump back to the upside. You can see it over here. Also right over here in the summer, right? Summer of 2024, we saw negative funding rates. Well, guess what? It marked the exact bottom. Also right over here, we saw negative funding rate. It marked the exact bottom. Also right over here, we saw negative funding rates. Boom, it marked the exact bottom. So I don't know what to tell you guys, but the funding rates are quite literally on CoinGlass flipping negative again. So I do not want to be selling right now while we are hitting these massive levels of support. Yeah, I see cryptos are crashing a little bit lower. I'm gonna be talking about some lower targets a little bit later, but I want to make this point very clear. Like, I do not want to be the one selling right now into negative funding rates. The sentiment is, again, just very, very bad. You can see it everywhere. And I don't know, probably in the live chat, a lot of you guys are also bearish. A lot of you guys are probably gonna tell me, take your profits while your trades are still going to be in a profit, etc, etc. We're going to crash back to 2k ETH. We're going to crash back to 50k Bitcoin. We are going to be seeing this a lot. I'm already calling it. However, yeah, that's just indicating bad sentiment at this current moment. And guys, I do not want to be selling while we are seeing bad sentiment in a Bitcoin bull market. Majority is trading short, funding rates are very low, liquidity is on the top side, global liquidity is moving to the upside, institutions are still massively accumulating, we are getting no signals of overheating yet. Yes, we have seen a $9 billion sale from a whale, but like, yes, this is going to be a macro trend we need to have a look into. But for the imminent short term, we are not seeing euphoria yet. We are not seeing retail FOMO yet. Do you really possibly think we're going to be topping out over here? Well, if you do, if you think we're going to be topping out right now already, well then, why are you even in crypto? Are you just here to short the market? Well, just short the market then and just leave your screen. Why are you even here? But if you believe that we still have further upside left, like how low can this thing go? Well, in my opinion, not really below these previous highs over here. And if we do crash below these previous highs, well, we are going to be breaking a major macro level of support. We are going to be breaking this parabolic trend, and in that case I would have a look into a completely different scenario, like for example we've got in the summer of 2021, where we got a big crash and then we still got a reload where the full-on all season happened, and this was the end of the cycle. So in that case I would have a look into a scenario like that, where we're going to be seeing a big crash and then boom like that, and then see like an inverse head and shoulders and then crash to the downside again, right? That would be the scenario if you're really going to be that bearish over here right now. But if you're not that bearish, if you don't think Bitcoin is going to come down back to the 70k level here, well, what are the other levels you should be looking out for? Well, this is going to be a massive level over here, and we are retesting it right now. Well, the CME gap is going to be a massive level, and we have already filled it right now. Well, on top of that, this inverse head and shoulders pattern is going to be a massive level, and if we come to this neckline, I'm still going to be good with my trades. I'm just going to be accumulating even more. So should I be worried over here, or should I want to be accumulating during this dip? Well, for me, if I'm just outlining all of these facts and putting it all together, it's pretty obvious. I do not want to be the one screaming, oh, sell, 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 sell. We're going to be headed into a bear market right now, and panic, you know? This is what the mass is believing. If you go on YouTube right now, if you go over on X right now, the people that get the most clicks are usually are exactly the people that are bearish right now, that are screaming sell, sell, sell. Okay, and if you go to the people that are telling you, oh, it's a dip, it's just another dip, just like we have seen many times during this bull market, it's just another dip, we're going to be buying it, and in the end it's all going to be all right. If you go to these people, they only get hate in the comments right now. I'm not even having a look into the live chat at this moment, but I'm sure there are lots of bears right now in the live chat. Let me know, like, are there bears over here in the live chat? I don't know, but probably there are. This is just the nature of the game. Whenever you're going down, everybody is scared to buy. Everybody is scared. Everybody is panicking because they're losing out on some money. I'm also losing out on some money over here, right? Over on Bybit, I literally didn't reach my take profit with $5 difference. Of course it's unfortunate. I'm literally being in these losses over here on these trades, while my ENA trade is literally still doing better than ever before. It's bouncing over here, and I've just added a little bit more during this entry over here. By the way, but yeah, I'm also losing out. But do you see me panicking? Do you see me being like sad? Like, oh no, we're going to zero. Oh no, this bull market is over. No, I'm just having a look into the stats. I'm having a look into the facts. I have conviction in my trades. I think that we're at a massive level of support, especially for Ethereum, by the way, right now. So I'm going to be accumulating right now. That is just the game. Of course, my emotions have zero impact on what my actions will be. Of course, I do feel from the bottom of my heart, I feel like, you know, I have the same exact emotions, that's the thing, but I know how to control them. I know how to not listen to them. I know how to not let my emotions make decisions on my trading strategies. So that's the thing. If I'm just having a look into all of the facts, well, it's very obvious for me. It's very obvious for me. I just want to be accumulating. You guys do whatever you want. Of course, it's no financial advice, but I myself want to be accumulating. ETH by the way, is looking extremely bullish. And mind you, we have seen an extremely bullish monthly candle close. Like, how can you be bearish over here? I don't get it. How can you be bearish right now with this type of monthly close? Look at the monthly candlestick structure. Like, even if we're going to be getting a bit of, like, there's going to be two scenarios which are coming to my mind right now. I'm going to be outlining it quickly right now. Bar pattern. Yeah, either we are in a scenario like, let's grab it from this point here. So it's going to be something like this, you know. And then a little bit less extended. So either we're going to be headed for a bit of a correction here. And then set that higher low, and then like after that higher low on the monthly, then blast off. But then still, like, I want to be accumulating, right? I do not want to be the one bearish. We are at a macro pivotal moment. But I think this scenario over here is going to be way more likely. That we are literally in the end stage of the cycle. We are quite literally in the end stage of the cycle. We don't have much time left for this cycle anymore. And that we are literally about to blast off. In like a very short period of time. And having a look into the monthly candlestick structure for ETH, this is looking very good. Monthly time frame here, just zoom in, have a look at what is happening over here. We've got a little bit of a wick to the upside, right? A little bit of a wick to the upside, but it was a very green candle with a very green body. We've got an engulfing green candle over here on the monthly time frame. We've got one candle of indecision, then we've got a huge candle of continuation, clearly indicating a pivot in the market. Clearly indicating a pivot. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but this is a clear signal of a pivot. Now, the two things that come to my mind is either see a bit of consolidation here for maybe 1 to 2 months, okay, just sideways consolidation, and then blast off, or already blast off right now. Because keep in mind, this ball was being held down underwater for a very, very long time. Very long time. I would not be surprised to see this ball like exploding to the upside right now. Yeah, right now on the monthly candle, we have just started off the month, by the way. We have just started off the month, and we always see a bit of a wick to the downside getting created. Even have a look into this huge monthly candle over here, right? We even saw a wick to the downside. So right now seeing a bit of red in the beginning of the month, I wouldn't say it's necessarily that bad. Even here, have a look into this candlestick structure over here, right? We have seen a green wick to the top side. Pretty considerably large wick, right? Did everybody say during this stage over here it was over? Well, mind you, after that stage over here, we've also seen a wick to the downside. Did everybody scream, oh, it's over in this stage over here? Well, probably, yeah. Probably everybody thought it was over and we were never going to return to these highs again. Probably everybody was thinking that. But you know, doesn't it look very similar with a big wick to the top side, just a wick to the downside with a red candle being created right now? It looks very similar to me. And just purely having a look into the monthly candles, this is looking like a very bullish setup to me over here. And then zooming in on the weekly candles, well, this looks even more the same, right? Because over here you've got consolidation, then continuation. Right here you've got the same exact candle of weekly consolidation. After that we have seen the continuation. And look at the wicks to the downside. It was exactly the same. Now, I'm not saying that in 2 days' time we're gonna see a massive pump, but I definitely will say that the trend for me is to the upside, and we are going to be seeing a major pivot in the market for ETH BTC. Now, on top of that, for Ethereum, my game plan has been pretty clear. I've been saying, okay, we're not going to be hitting this level of resistance in one go. We're not going to be breaking above it in one go. No, what we will see is sideways upside, slow grind of consolidation. That is exactly what we are seeing right now. We are not breaking above it in just one go. We are not breaking above it in just one try. It's not to be expected. It's a market. There are many sell orders. They need to get shaken. They need to be taken out of the market. They need to be absorbed from the market. And we are never doing that in one go. There are huge amounts of sell orders sitting at this level. And always, whenever we approach this level of resistance, we tend to slowly grind towards it. We never hit it and then get a massive rejection all in one single day. No, we slowly grind towards this level. That is exactly what we're doing right now. And because of these effects combined, because I'm bullish on the ETH BTC, because I'm bullish on Ethereum USDT, that we're going to be slowly grinding to this level, because I think the Bitcoin, by the way, we're bouncing a bit, so looking good. By the way, because I think Bitcoin is trading in this bull flag pattern, that is exactly the reason why I think Ethereum USD is trading in this upwards channel, and I will still be relaxed. I will still have conviction in my trades, and I still do expect we're going to be hitting this upper side level of resistance again, and we are going to be hitting this 4K level of resistance. Now, after that, this is already quite a bold prediction and already looking pretty far ahead. Most people don't already do this, but after that will happen, my other prediction would be that whenever Bitcoin will be breaking outside of this bull flag pattern over here, well, we've got a lot of more momentum to the upside, probably for the crypto market. At that moment where we're going to be breaking this bull flag pattern to the upside, I think will be the moment when Ethereum against USDT is going to be breaking this 4K resistance to the upside. And that is going to be the moment where ETH BTC is going to be absolutely exploding. And that is going to be the moment when the Bitcoin dominance is going to be seeing another break to the downside. Wait for that confirmation if you do not want to be getting involved in any kind of risk. If you really don't want to get involved into any kind of risk, if you want to be playing it very safe, wait for the confirmation for a break above that 4K level of resistance. Guys, we are touching a massive level of resistance. We're not going to be breaking above it easily. If you cannot control your emotions, if you cannot control your risk, wait for the breakouts, wait for the confirmations, wait for the Bitcoin dominance to break to the downside below these previous lows. These are going to be your best confirmations in the market you probably want to be waiting for. On top of that, the total 3. Wait for the total 3 to be breaking this resistance over here to the upside. If you wait for all of these confirmations, I think the market is about to absolutely explode. Now for me, I just want to get good entries in the market. That is why I'm entering right now. By the way, ENA absolutely exploding. This is crazy. I've just been adding a little bit more money into this ENA trade, by the way, guys. I've just said it in a platinum group, major update over here, but yeah, it is exploding. It's treating me very well. It's recovering all of the losses, literally all and more. So that's very good. I mean, it's just a winning horse, guys. It's a winning horse. Anyways, I want to get the good entries in the market, so that is why I'm already entering right now. But if you do not want to get involved in this type of risk, because it is risky, right? We are seeing these corrections. We are seeing a bit of a rejection. I mean, it's not even that big of a rejection. If we honestly have a look into the Ethereum chart, how much of a correction did we really see? It was a minus 10% correction, about that. Like, if you do not want to get involved in these type of corrections in the market, wait for your ultimate best confirmations. You're going to be entering later, but you're going to be getting the confirmations you might want to see. Now for me, I'm rather accumulating low, so I'm rather going to be accumulating on these dips, and if it dips a bit lower, well, these are going to be the ultimate lows in my opinion. I'm going to be accumulating more, and eventually it's going to be reversing back to the upside, and I'm all good. You know, that's going to be my strategy. But if you cannot handle these type of dips, well then wait for the confirmations and change your strategy. Now, on top of that, I wasn't even done about Ethereum yet, if I'm being honest. Like, people are getting so super bearish right now. We can, once again, clearly see it in the funding rates. Funding rates are negative. Majority is trading short. Right now, not that much anymore, but definitely this morning. It was crazy. However, Ethereum USDT on that monthly time frame has just been getting a massive level of resistance broken above, with a monthly candle close above. And people are bearish. We have just seen a massive, yeah, not a massive even, but a bit of a wick to the top side because of a monthly close. We always see this type of volatility with monthly closes, especially with these huge type of candles. Now, this morning, I've been going over my X and I saw a very good reply on one of my posts by a pretty good guy, good trader in space. It was Income Sharks. Let me quickly get over here. So I've tweeted this. Not a single top indicator has hit. This is not the time to flip bearish. New optimites are inevitable. And I've got this comment from Income Sharks. He has said, literally, it was just an end of the month candle after a huge month in July. Guys, this is super true. I mean, you know how big of a month July has been? Do you not think that the bears are going to try to push down prices a little bit and the bulls are going to take a bit of profits? I mean, look at this monthly candle here. It's very completely normal to see a bit of a wick to the top side being created on such a monthly candle. Now, even on top of that, we can make it even more bullish. Because this monthly candle here, right now, it's getting even better. Because we have perfectly retested this trendline breakout. So we are even getting a perfect retest of this current breakout on the monthly time frame. Guys, if this is not making you feel... While I can even make it even better, while the majority is trading short, while the global liquidity is moving to the upside, while Bitcoin is looking good, while that CME gap has just been getting filled over here, while we are getting a multi-year level of resistance breakout, while what else do we want to have a look into? BlackRock is accumulating a lot of Ethereum. The money rotation is starting. ETH-BTC is breaking out over here, pivoting. Like, what else do we want to talk about here? Bitcoin dominance is starting to pivot. Like, I don't get it. Why are people so super bearish over here for a bit of consolidation for Ethereum? This is not going to be the time to be panicking. This is going to be the time to be accumulating, in my personal opinion, right? That is exactly what I've been doing. Now, once again, if you're afraid, if you're too scared, if you're too panicky, you can't handle these swings in the short term, then wait for your perfect confirmations. I've just talked about the perfect confirmations. There are going to be a break above the 4K level of resistance. There are going to be a break below this previous low for the Bitcoin dominance. A break above the bull flag pattern on Bitcoin. These are going to be your confirmations. If you cannot break above the total 3 over here. These are going to be your confirmations if you cannot handle it. If you cannot handle it, well, first of all, I think the market is actually not for you. But second of all, wait for the confirmations. If you're just like a spot trader, if you just don't care about it, you know, wait for the confirmations. That's all I want to say. Anyways, talking about Ethereum, why I'm still so bullish, I just want to be accumulating on the way down over here. I do not think the top is in. Yes, we should be a little bit more cautious. I'm definitely aware. I'm very vigilant. I'm very vigilant in the slightest of things, but whenever I see massive retail FOMO coming in, guys, I'm out. I can tell it already. I'm out. Like, I will be out. If I see massive euphoria, massive retail FOMO, everybody entering crypto, guys, welcome, but I'm out. I'm gonna tell you already, because we are approaching, in fact, that end stage of the cycle. If we will see the altcoin dominance exploding over here, like returning to these levels here, this range over here, if we're gonna return to this range, guys, I can tell you already, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging out. I can tell you already, I will be out. Okay, I will be saying it here first. I will tell you exactly when I will be out. I'm very aware of a bull market top. I'm very aware that we will be topping out and enter a bear market. However, the time is not yet right now, in my personal opinion. Okay, the timing isn't yet right now. I still think we have more upside potential left. So why should I want to be selling now when I know altcoins are about to explode, when I know retail FOMO is about to start, when I know always majority of the money is being made in the last part of the cycle? When I know all of these things, why should I want to be selling now? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why do you want to be bearish over here? I don't get it. If I'm being very honest, like, let me know. Why are you guys bearish? Why are we bearish in this current market? We are seeing very normal consolidation. We are seeing very normal price action. Maybe if you're having a look into the 1 minute time frames, yeah, you might be getting scared because of this. I don't know what's happening here on the 1 minute time frame. I honestly don't know what's happening on the 1 minute time frame. Guys, I don't know why we have seen this pump on very bullish news and then we dump right after on the US Open. I don't get it. Okay, I'm not the guy here trying to act like I get what's going on the 1 minute time frame. I don't get it. You should watch somebody else, like a degenerate 1 minute scalper, if you want to know what's going on here on the 1 minute time frame. I might have a look into the 1 minute time frame sometimes just for fun or to gamble. But I'm rather having a look into the longer time frames, and in the longer time frames for me, it's very obvious what is happening. Very obvious. And I've shared my game plan, exactly what I'll be doing and why I will be doing so. I guess a lot of alpha and a lot of value has been getting dropped. In that longer time frame, it's very obvious where we're headed to, what is happening. The fundamentals are there. I actually saw this tweet. I think it was a very good tweet. Like, at the one side, I don't really resonate with it. Like, I think at the one side, I'm feeling bull market top feelings because of this. Because at a bull market top, you've got all of these reasons to believe why the market isn't topped out yet. And you've got like 0 reasons to believe why the bull market has topped out already. That is pretty much what happens at bull market tops. So I'm kind of getting bull market top feelings because of this. But the thing is, because retail is not here, because altcoins are not exploding, because we're not seeing any euphoria, because the 4-year cycles theory is still suggesting us that we can be headed a bit higher, because major accumulation is still going on. That's the only reason why I will not say that it's a top yet. And on top of that, well, still all of these reasons are aligning, and the fundamentals are indeed better than ever before. So first, we've got the highest monthly Bitcoin close ever. Then we've got a huge dump absorbing. Now, I don't think this is a massive point, actually. This happens all the time off the screens, like without us knowing. This was just some public media stunt, you know. We've got exchange supply and multi-year lows, and this has also been pretty much already happening for years. Longest period ever above a previous cycle optimize. This is very good. As you see, here it gets into the more juicy stuff, I think. SEC is approving in-kind creation for all crypto ETFs, and SEC is massively backing crypto. BlackRock and Fidelity are still stacking, and they're still pushing. The most important part about this is they're massively stacking Ethereum right now. Do you think that BlackRock and Fidelity is going to be converting their clients into Bitcoin ETFs to the Ethereum ETFs if they don't think that some sort of money rotation is going to be incoming, if they think that the bear market is about to start, if they know that Ethereum is the asset to crash the most during a bear market? Do you think they're going to be converting their Bitcoin clients into Ethereum clients, if they know all of this, if they think, oh, a bear market might be starting, maybe Ethereum is going to be crashing even more, but still, let's accumulate some Ethereum. No, obviously not. They know what's happening behind the scenes. They know something massive is about to come for Ethereum. So that is why they're converting their clients from Bitcoin into Ethereum. That is not because they think the cycle is over. That is because they think the cycle is almost over and the money rotation is starting from Bitcoin into Ethereum. That is the reason why. Then we've got, approving all of the ETFs, creating a lot of good regulation. Trump pressuring Powell to cut or resign. I don't think that's the biggest thing. But still, rate cuts are going to be on the table. I mean, clearly, look at it. Just because of the data we've got today, the probabilities have been getting readjusted. And right now, rate cuts are on the table. Rate cuts are officially on the table. Very, very likely in September. The Genius Act, a lot of fundamentals have been happening. White House digital asset report, and also the reserve. I still do think it will be happening. It's only a matter of time. Also, we've got this tweet, right? A few days ago. We've got this tweet, oh, the White House crypto report will not be about the strategic reserve. But they didn't say they'll not announce anything at all about the strategic reserve. The announcement about the strategic Bitcoin reserve will still come, just not now yet. It will still come. It's just a matter of time. But not now yet. But it will come. So I think that's one major part he is missing out on. Massive liquidity wave. We're seeing liquidity flowing from left and right, front and center. Literally, liquidity is everywhere. Liquidity is everywhere. So liquidity flowing into Bitcoin as well, into altcoins. Retail is still not back. JP Morgan and Coinbase adopting crypto. JP Morgan now offers Bitcoin accounts. JP Morgan exploring Bitcoin-backed loans. Absolutely insane. Ray Dalio, yeah, I don't care about that. PayPal, so the fundamentals, all in all, fundamentals are better than ever before. We are getting a slight dip. I think it's going to be a massive buying opportunity. Zero out of the here. None of the typical top signals are flashing. So, guys, I don't want to be bearish here. If I'm being honest, I don't want to be bearish here. I've drawn this green arrow here for a reason. I think the markets are going to be poised to go even higher. Maybe in the short term, we're seeing a bit of a dip, but I want to be accumulating it. I want to be buying that dip. I am going to be buying the dip. That's what I'm going to be doing. Anyways, I do have something massive for you guys. Maybe potentially you, and after that I have even more alpha. But maybe you have already seen it in my video I posted today. But I'll quickly make sure because it's not in this. I'll quickly edit this part over here. So it was over there, but I didn't add it. So let me quickly grab the link over here. Is this link over there? And I'll give it to you guys because this is insane. It's literally insane. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Can you give me your non prediction? We'll do it in a second, Jordan. We'll do it in a second. Thank you for your super chat anyway. I cannot send any links here. Okay, I'll put it in the description right now. But this link is insane. I'll say claim free 1000 trade. So I've done some negotiations with WeX, and right now it's in the description. If you reload the stream, you'll see it. But I've done some negotiations with WeX, and I've gotten an insane insane deal. I know most of you guys love Ethereum already, and I think Ethereum is at a massive level right now. So what you want to be doing, and there's no way you shouldn't want to be doing this, everyone should want to do this. Well, if you click on that link in the description that I've just added to the description, you can claim a free $1,000 free trade. Completely for free. And I'll walk you through on how to do it. First, click on that link. Then sign up an account on the website, okay? By the way, click on the link on your phone. Then sign up an account on that website Weex is going to be giving you on your phone. On the website, okay? Then after creating an account on your phone on the website, you want to be logging in onto the app. So first you want to download the app, and then you want to log in with your account you have just created. And then you'll be airdropped a free $1,000 trade on Ethereum completely for free. Now, on top of that, also if you deposit some money, like you can do over here, like you can see over here, well, you can be getting some additional free positions. But these are going to be free positions you can be opening up right now over on Weex. You can try out Weex, the platform, for free, if you like it or not. And it's going to be no risk. Literally no risk. You don't even need to do KYC. You don't even need to really use a VPN. You don't need to, like, you need to check if it's going to be available in your region, of course. But you can access Weex right now. You can get these rewards, you can try it out, and the crazy thing about this is I've run this campaign earlier, right? About $100 free on Weex. And the crazy thing about that was there were a lot of people that claimed that free $100 and then traded that $100 literally to a few $1,000. Like free money, and they traded it up to like 1K. I've got one guy traded it up to 1K. I've got a few guys traded it up to a few $100s. Like a free position. And you don't even need to deposit anything, and you can be getting that. Now, yeah, they are right now in the chat, and they've joined the Platinum group. Because if you trade it up to $100, you basically got $100 in your account. You can join a Platinum group, like then absolutely for free, right? By claiming a free position and then join the group. So that's going to be insane. Make sure to check it out. Now, yeah, I did get a question. Can we use this if we already signed up? Unfortunately not, because if you've already signed up, Weex is going to think you're going to be an airdrop hunter and you're going to hunt for these airdrops. You can try, but I would say use a different IP address, and then maybe it would work. Or maybe say to your friend, oh, use this link and sign up and try out Weex, and then, you know, get your friend in on it, and then maybe your friend can open a position for you on a different IP address with different email. Because if Weex has any suspicion of you being an airdrop hunter, bonus hunter, well then obviously they're not gonna give out free money to bots, you know? So it must look real. And that's why I would also suggest you to, if you can, do KYC, because then you're gonna be getting an additional 10 USDT, and also deposit some money, because then it's just going to be more and more. The probabilities are just going to be higher and higher that you will actually get it. But yeah, right now is the best time, better than ever, to, during this dip, open up a free trade. I mean, free trade, right? The time is better than ever. And then you can also join the Platinum group, where in this group, you can also even get in on all of my trades. I've just added on eNow Live here at the exact bottom again. Right now, doing pretty good. All of these other trades also doing pretty good. Bitcoin is bouncing a bit, looking very good. So let's have a look into that in a second, into Bitcoin. Also, I'll answer some of your guys' questions. But first, let's have a look into Jordan. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Can you give me your non-financial advice, price prediction for XDC? So I already kind of did that, right? I think it can easily double from here because it's so strong. It's so strong. Now, I don't know. I don't know where to compare it to. Is it the layer one? Is it the layer one, or what is the project doing? Because you want to compare it. Yeah, it's a layer one. So you want to compare it, like, what advantages does this project have versus, for example, Ethereum versus Caspa? Why is it better than Caspa? Why is it better than Ethereum? If you think, oh, it's better than Caspa because of this and this, you might have a look into the market cap of Caspa, and it's currently sitting at the 2.3 billion market cap. And you might think, oh, so yeah, it can overtake the market cap of Caspa. That would be like approximately a 2x. And because it might be a bit overvalued, it might be getting into a bit of a bubble. You know, that's how these crypto things work. Well, it can easily 2x from this level if you fundamentally believe in the project, and if you think it's better than Caspa. Then you might have a look into a 2x from this level, and then, for example, grab these previous optimize here. And I do think that these would be some very good targets to set. First of all, this previous high here, and then second of all, this previous optimize here. And yeah, these are going to be your targets in the shorter time frame. Now, I myself would not get involved in it. I would first do some more research about the project myself. What other advantages does it have against, for example, Caspa? Why is it fundamentally better than Caspa? I want to know this first. And if I fundamentally really believe in this project, I see no reason why it shouldn't and couldn't go to new all-time highs this cycle. Because, I mean, a few billion US dollars, it's not that much in crypto. It can easily go to these levels over here, if I'm being honest, you know. But you want to do your deep research onto the project, but these are going to be your important levels. And right now it's sitting at a massive level of resistance, and it has this tendency of absolutely shooting through price levels and shooting up, seeing long consolidation downwards and then shooting up. So I would not be surprised that if we break above this resistance, shooting up to this level over here, and then even claiming the high above that at these previous all-time highs. There's going to be kind of my thing. XCC is a ISO 2022 built for trade contracts. All right, so it's kind of in the space of XRP. Then I would say if XRP is going to do very well, I would say also have a look into XRP. What is XRP doing? If XRP is going to be shooting up here, which I do think it will, because it's looking pretty good at this level of support, and it has been massively getting shorted. Well, if XRP is going to bounce here from this level, I think this XDC can definitely also just go with XRP. Just shoot up with XRP. Just follow the trend of XRP. Same with QNT, my friend. I just think all of these coins will be following the leader, and money will rotate from, for example, XRP into XDC. Can't use VX in Singapore. Well, just change your IP address. Right, and then you can use it. It's no KYC, so Bitcoin is really bouncing back, but Ethereum is lagging behind. Okay. Oh, Bitcoin is also kind of pulling back a bit. Yeah, it was so weird. Like, why did we see this huge dump? It was pretty much just because the US Open, no? And right now, I mean, probabilities have shifted, guys. I'm pretty bullish on this, that the probabilities have been getting shifted on the market. Pretty bullish on this fact. Let's have a look into some more altcoins later. Can't use VX in Singapore anyway of joining your... I mean, you can. Why can't you use weeks? I mean, you can, right? Just change your IP address. Well, in that case, if you really can't figure it out, you can also try out Bybit if you do a sign up with Bybit. It's all good. Just shoot me a message on Telegram, and then It's all good. I'll get you in if you sign up with Bybit. VPN is not good enough to join. Yeah. So if you use Bybit, you can also I'll get you in manually. All of the details are still in the Telegram bot. So where's the link? It's in the description now. So if you just refresh the stream, maybe you can see it. Or otherwise, it's in my latest video here. Free 1K Ethereum trade. It's insane, to be quite honestly. It's insane. I mean, especially in this current market timing where we're seeing this dip. First time we have pumped on a stream. Yeah, that's quite insane, huh? That's quite that is quite crazy. By the way, guys, make sure to push up that like button. Shall I go Cardano 1.5x leverage with 2020? I can't tell you what you should be doing, man. But yeah, if you're afraid of the risk you're taking here at these levels, if you're scared, you know, in any way, well then indeed lower your leverage a bit, and then I think. I mean, I've only seen this going wrong one time before with one trader that I know very well. He has gotten a massive liquidation with like 1 million USDT with 1.3x leverage. It was crazy. And eventually he just got liquidated. Sometimes it does happen, so be careful, but usually you won't. The CME gap is filled. Yes, indeed. Well, not entirely. It's because of the CME futures premium that the chart has. But it didn't entirely get filled. I would consider it being filled if I'm being honest. But here, go on the top left of your screen. You can see the little C. And behind that it says C. 114k and $60. That is the exact closing price for the CME futures. And if we go to the low here, it was 114k and $215. So the close was $60 and this low was $215. So it's still about $150 difference from closing up that gap. But I mean, I wouldn't, like, if we're bouncing here, I wouldn't say, oh, we still need to come down for $150. No, like, okay, it's good enough, you know, it's good enough. I mean, the wicks have made it already filled, you know? The wicks are kind of okay, you know? So I wouldn't say, we have to still come down to fill up the gap. No, I would consider it being filled, yeah. Now we have this gap still. Are we gonna fill up this gap over here? I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure. By the way, make sure to push up the subscriber button as well, and also like. We've just gained another 11 subscribers. Thank you to the family. You're going to be absolutely printing. No, it's not a Cardano trade, man. It wasn't a Cardano trade. It was a different altcoin. I just created the account from the mobile. Yeah, it does. I'm not sure how long exactly. I'll have a look now, but it does take a little bit of time because they all need to manually give it to you. Because OEX is so scared about, like, keep in mind there's so many airdrop hunters. They're so scared about all of these airdrop hunters. They all do it manually and check everything manually, and then they all give it to you. 72 hours after the task completion, it says. So I mean, it's still good, right? It's free money basically. So I mean, who cares, right? 72 hours. But maybe it will be sooner though, because they always say like this is the maximum, and then it might be given sooner. Can you do analysis for ETH? Well, I've already been doing it, my man. If you want to know exactly what I'm thinking about ETH, join the group, and then you'll see exactly how, what I'm thinking and how I'm trading it. But in this live stream, if you just go back to the beginning stages, I've been spitting so much alpha about this current dip, why I'm bullish, why I'm longing. I've been telling everything. So yeah. Oh, only 19k down. Yeah, for that one CME gap. Yeah. Should I short the stream? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. We are at massive support. I mean, statistically, you've been doing pretty good if you've been shorting, yeah. Yeah, but for CME futures, for gaps, you don't count wicks. However you can, like, it's not rocket science. It doesn't need to be exact. It's a market. Like, if people believe it's filled, well, it's filled. But if people don't believe it's filled, well, it's not filled. You know, it's a market. It's just where traders agree on. Please check the link. Dave, I did see something on Telegram. Can I open it? Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, I can. Let's have a look. All season is coming. We're in the orange box, the moment where the Bitcoin dominance stabilizes. Let's have a look. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Is this your analysis, Dave? Yeah, 100%. I will also like this. I'll also make sure to drop a comment. It's about to happen. I mean, we need to get our word out on alt season because not enough people are bullish on this. Like, we really need people to understand what's happening. Like, literally, it is about to happen, right? I mean, it's so obvious. We always see first initiation, consolidation, and then the real move. We've got the initiation, consolidation, and then a real move. And the crazy thing is maybe people compare this stage right now to November, December, right? Where we also got initiation and people thought consolidation and then real move, but we just went back up and filled an altcoin season. But right now, I would say that things are a little bit different because, yeah, people really compare this scenario with this scenario over here because of that. People have PTSD, you know, from what happened over here. But I really think this scenario over here is very much different. Why? Because the prices right now in the current moment are being pushed down because of shorts. Massive shorts are being opened. Nobody is euphoric. The sentiment is very bad. So I think we are in a very, very different stage at this moment than last time. And this is exactly the setup we want to be seeing before the real move, right? We want everyone to be shocked. Nobody expecting that it will happen anymore. And everyone to be shocked, left out from the rally completely. That is what you want to do. Do you know that if you shout all season 12 month a year? That's also pretty funny. It's a pretty funny comment because... yeah, indeed. I've been maybe shouting for all season last 12 months, maybe. But look, I've been accumulating altcoins during this entire wave. My average entry for altcoins are pretty much up here. I'm in a big profit against my Bitcoin if I would have just held Bitcoin. I'm in a much bigger profit against how much Bitcoin is up. So... maybe you guys, like, maybe if you don't like altcoins, maybe if you think Bitcoin is going to take over, maybe if you think, oh, I'm so smart, I'm a bear, I'm so smart. Maybe if you think that, you think, oh, you're doing pretty good because the Bitcoin dominance is still all the way up here. But guess what? My average entries for the Bitcoin dominance were up here. So I've been outperforming you. I've been outperforming you even though the Bitcoin dominance is kind of bouncing in a shorter time frame, right? And guess what? You might be waiting for the perfect confirmation. You might be waiting for a break below that 55% mark. But guess what? These are going to be all of the gains you've missed out on. It's a huge gap, this gap over here. These are going to be all of the gains you've missed out on. While I've been dollar cost averaging in, you've missed out on this entire wave. Okay? And then on top of that, like, I always want to have a look into the Bitcoin dominance, into the Bitcoin chart. It's the same exact thing. It is the same exact thing. Yeah, maybe I've been calling for an altcoin season a bit longer than only today, but nobody, or maybe one guy out of the million, has been predicting the exact Bitcoin bear market bottom. And everybody seems to be agreeing on it. Okay, when you think the bottom is going to be close, dollar cost averaging in. And this whole time over here, where people have been dollar cost averaging in and calling for a bottom, was 1.5 years. Okay, this was the whole entire accumulation range where people have been accumulating Bitcoin. And guess what? If your average entry was up here, you've been pretty good off. You've been pretty well off this entire cycle. Now, I also know a lot of guys that haven't been accumulating, that have been a perma bear about Bitcoin because we were in a downtrend, we were in a bear market, and they didn't get any entries in up until here. They were thinking, oh yeah, ETFs are now, okay, I just need to buy higher. Who has been doing better? The people that have been buying throughout the bear market, the people that have been buying low, that have been calling for a bottom for 1.5 years during the actual bottom, or the people that have been calling for new lows all the time, that have been very bearish, have been calling out the bulls, saying to the bulls, oh, you're so stupid, but in the end got their entries here. I mean, yeah, maybe you're going to be sounding smart with being bearish during these bottoms over here, but guess what? Who is making majority of the money if I bought here and you're buying here? I mean, I'm making more money, and I don't care about your opinion. I care about my entry. I care about making money. That is the thing I care about. And why does everybody seem to realize and understand it for the Bitcoin price that you want to be accumulating during these massive bottoms, and it's not going to be getting paid off immediately, but nobody seems to be understanding it when you're going to be accumulating altcoins. It's the same exact story. It's the same exact story. Eventually, the Bitcoin dominance, I think, is going to be falling all the way down here. And do I really care if I've been accumulating during this entire range over here? If my end exit is going to be all the way over here, while your entry is probably going to be coming in somewhere around here, while my entry was up here. I mean, I've been doing a lot better with just dollar cost averaging into my altcoins at these high prices. Just dollar cost averaging in, even if the Bitcoin dominance is going to come to the 70% mark. I'm just going to be dollar cost averaging into my altcoins because eventually I'm going to be a lot better off than you missing an entry. It's the same exact thing with Bitcoin. Why should I be approaching it any different with my altcoins? If you're a long-term trader but your short-term view is not great, what is not so great about my short-term view? I mean, my long-term view is great, right? I mean, I've been doing very good in the long term. And based on my long-term view, I'm just going to be basing my short-term trades off that. Based on my long-term, this is what I see in the market. That is why I want to be heavily longing on altcoins. Because this is what I'm seeing in the market. And I don't care about my exact perfect entry in the short term. I want to be riding this entire wave to the downside. I want to be riding this entire wave to the downside. I don't care if my entry is going to be up here, or at the exact top, or at the 70% mark. I just want to be catching this entire wave. And I do not want to be missing out on that. That's my short-term view. So yeah, anyways, that's it. I don't know if there are any bears left in the stream, because I think all of the bears that were here are now scared, or they have left because they or they think, oh, this guy's so stupid, and they lose money, but they will lose their money. But hey, guess what? Like I've been sharing many times. If you're a Mr. Crypto subscriber, I love you. So I'm just gonna be telling you the truth. But if you're a hater, if you're a bear, I mean, go short market, please. You're indirectly giving me your money. So yeah, they're all gone. I mean, this time, are we bouncing? Are we making the prices bounce? Or is it just really the market? Because I'm spitting off the alpha, you know? Yeah, you like money. You like money. I feel like the last support will be 100, 110, 112k. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, last support isn't even that low. Subbed to your channel 1 month ago. Well, then you're doing very good, probably. I mean, 1 month was to the rally to the upside, right? And we've got one more sub, by the way. Thank you so much for that. Alts are dead? Yeah, I think so too, man. I think so too. Just looking for some alpha now. Yeah. All right. What's the market doing now in the short term? Let's see if we can recover this, guys. Let's see if we can recover it. I mean, I wouldn't mind a bit of consolidation at these lows here. That's perfectly what we want during these times, right? Some reaccumulation, shaking out the weekends, and getting in the bulls. That's usually what happens at these bottoms. You want to see a bit of consolidation at the bottom. Total 3, guys. Have a look into this falling wedge that is being created. Once this breaks out to the upside, if this breaks out to the upside, by the way, I think it's about to blast off. It's about to blast off, guys. I think then get ready, put your seatbelts on. Anyways, nice drop of the DXY. Yeah, I like what I see right now still on the market. I mean, I'm not going to be panicking. I'm not going to be scared. Next level of Ethereum, if indeed we are going to be dropping more. I mean, first, we have hit this level of support, right? It's massive. This level is massive because I think we're just going to be slowly grinding to the upside, like I've been explaining. But if we do lose it, this is going to be our next level, coming in at 3,530. We definitely do want to see a bounce from off that level. Otherwise, we can definitely add lower. I would say 3,300 or maybe 3,400. This range over here is going to be your next level. But I don't think that's going to be likely, in my opinion. Anyways, I'm looking for upside. And I'm looking for buys. Let me know if you have any good altcoin recommendations that I should be longing right now during this dip that are showing strength. I've been seeing a bit of a cool off. Looking very good. The chart is looking nice. It has a very good community and it's pretty loud. And it's also a top 100 coin. Let me know if you have any suggestions that I should buy and long right now. Anyways, let me know that in the Platinum group. Because in the chat right here. Because yeah, I will be calling it a day, a little bit of a shorter stream today. But I mean, I've just been coming, dropping all of the alpha for like an hour straight, something like that. Dropping all of the alpha, and then I'll go again. It's time to leave again. It's time for the market to do its thing. I'm not gonna be watching it every day, right now, the whole day anymore. I'm not gonna stare to the screen. Looking at it, oh, is it gonna dump lower? Oh, is it gonna bounce? No, I'll just give it some time. I'll just be touching some grass myself. I'll just be doing some fun things. And then I'll come back. Whenever there's something important happening, I'll have a look into it immediately. I'll update you guys immediately. But I'll not be staring at the charts the whole day. I've done my analysis. I've checked up on everything. I'll be touching some grass. See how it will play out. There's nothing I can do about it at this point. So yeah, that's the thing I will be doing. So I will be calling it a day. But one thing is going to be for certain. Guys, if you're interested in trading, again, I'll repeat myself again because it's so super important. Make sure to do it over on Weeks. Because Weeks is the best platform out there for many of you guys out there. If I'm being completely honest, it has low fees, no KYC, no VPN, available or like check if it's going to be available for you, but all around the world pretty much. Thickest liquidity, most pairs, again, lowest fees, and with my links down below, you'll get access to the 25% fee discount, 30k deposit bonus. You can join my Platinum group, and also with that, this link down below, you can literally claim a free $1,000 free trade right now, only by clicking that link. And on top of that, you're also going to be getting these other bonuses by clicking this link. But click this link on your phone, then with your phone, create an account on the website directly on the website. That's important. So create the account on the website, then download the app on your phone, log in into the account you just created, and then you can claim within 72 hours this 1k position airdrop. On top of that, if you're going to be depositing $100, you're going to be getting additional free trades. And if you just do KYC, you're also going to be getting a free $10. So that's insane. Check it out with the links down below. And then definitely, you can be getting some insane rewards on top of already the best exchange, on top of these huge bonuses. So definitely, if you're interested in trading, just give it a shot. It takes 5 minutes to set everything up, and you can open up a free trade. And with this free trade, you can literally trade it up until thousands and thousands of dollars. Best app, Weeks. You can literally trade it up until thousands and thousands of US dollars for free. Give it a try, I would say, with the link down below. And also, by the way, completely forgot almost, you can join my Platinum group. So check out all of the links below. And with that being said, guys, I'll check you in the Platinum group. I'll see you over there. And also, I'll